Hello, welcome to You and I Studios. I'm Archana, and today we're going to be talking to Indian Idol Season 4 contestant Jaya Harshitha Yarlagadda. Hi, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Can't wait. So, what do you prefer to go by? I know it's Jaya Harshitha. Do you want me to call you both names or?
Yeah, so my full name is Jaya Harshitha, but like my friends and like that side of my life, everyone calls me Jaya. And my singing side and my family, everyone calls me Harshitha. So you can call me Harshitha.
Okay, so Harshitha, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where you're from? What do you do right now?
Yeah, so I was born in Guntur and we lived in Hyderabad for about a year, like my entire family. And after a year, we moved to New Jersey because my dad got a job here. And we've been living in New Jersey since then. And right now, I'm a second year student at Rutgers University, and I'm studying cell biology and neuroscience.
Wow, that's so interesting. Being a bio major, how did you get into singing? What was your experience like before going into Indian Idol?
Yeah, so I have been singing like ever since I was a kid, but like I would be a bathroom singer when I was a kid. At home, I would just be singing in front of the camera, like every time mom put up her camera, or just singing when like the TV was on. And my mom and like both my parents, they just have a really big passion for singing, and I think they wanted to fulfill that through me. So ever since I was a kid, they put me into singing classes and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, like at first I hated singing. Like I really did not like it because it was just very forced then. But as I grew older and I started doing like I started singing more how I wanted and stuff like that, I definitely got more interest in it. I think like my biggest turning point like for my singing was during COVID because I obviously everyone was at home and like they got to spend a lot of time to themselves. So like singing was kind of like my outlet for everything, and I just got a lot of passion from there. And from there, I think I was more serious into it, and I've been doing a lot of like shows for like dog organizations here and in like a few other states around. And yeah, I think and then just progressed like that from there.
So was it just that you got more free time during COVID that inspired you to take singing more seriously, or was it anything else? Because I know you said that was like kind of your mental outlet to sing. So being that mental outlet, what led you to take singing more serious as to go into Indian Idol?
I think so. Obviously, we had like a lot of online classes and stuff like that. So I remember always just sitting in front of the camera, in front of the laptop and just being really annoyed. And every time I think I would just like I also dance. So I think every time I would dance or even just try and singing a song, like it just felt so different from like the usual routine of waking up, attending classes, and then going back to bed, you know? So I think from there it was just I don't know, I just started loving it more. And I think I wanted to take it more seriously like maybe the past 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So in the past 2 years, was auditioning for Indian Idol, was it like a spontaneous decision, or has it been like a dream that you wanted to fulfill, or like what was the catalyst that really pushed you into auditioning?
Yeah, so last year, I think 2024, Indian Idol, they held auditions here in New Jersey. And when I went to it, I like went through a few rounds, whatever, and then I didn't get selected later on. But we just kept in contact with Indian Idol people because just to like, you know, just throughout. And then this year it happened again, the auditions. And I unfortunately didn't get to go to the in-person one that happened in New Jersey here, but I went through like the online auditions, and that was kind of how I went through it.
Oh, that's amazing. Not even auditioning in person, doing it online, like.
Yeah, so yeah, impressive. I mean, yeah, Indian Idol gave that platform, which was really useful for a lot of people that, you know, didn't really have that accessibility to come in person.
Right, yeah. So through the audition process, you mentioned that you were in it before, but you didn't get in. So how did you prepare for it mentally and also with your singing as well?
I think, I mean, the first time I didn't get it, I wasn't disappointed. It was just like, oh, like trial and error. Like I was like, okay, let's just do it for fun, whatever. And the next time I took it a little bit more seriously. But since I did start college, I didn't have much time to like practice and stuff like that. So like when I did audition for the 2025, like the season 4, I was not practicing and stuff like that, so it was very like off the whim, whatever. But I think mentally I was just like, oh, like whatever, same mentality as before, like, oh, whatever happens, like it's just for the fun of it, and like, you know, singing is my passion, so it's just to fulfill that side of it.
Can you talk about the audition process itself, like after you made it past the first round going into India? How was that experience like?
Yeah, so I actually gave my auditions a while back, and then they reached out like I think July this summer, and they were like, oh, like you got shortlisted for the next round, and they were like, it's gonna be in India, and I was like, oh wow, like okay, it was like a very big decision to make, and I was like, okay, like why not? Because I was having summer break either way, so I was like, okay, like I wanted to go visit family as well, so I was like, okay, I'll go do it, I'll go try, otherwise it'll just be like a trip to India, and I went there, and there was auditions in Hyderabad, and this was like before we actually went on TV. There's like many rounds behind the scenes that they don't show, obviously, but there's a lot of rounds, and I think I did like 3 or 4 rounds before we got to the actual stage. But yeah.
So what was it like being on stage, looking at the other contestants, the judges? How was the environment?
Yeah, so we had like a week of shooting in Annapurna Studios, and the first day I walked in, it was very intimidating because there was a lot of well-known faces I've seen before, you know, like even the other contestants, like these are people I've seen on other reality shows, and it was like really cool seeing them. So I was like very scared at first, but I think it was like 50 people, 50-ish around, yeah. And it was very scary, but everyone was super kind, and we just got along very well. And it was just so nice talking to everyone who were also other singers. And when I was on the actual stage of Indian Idol, I was terrified seeing like Daman Sir and Geeta Madhuri, like it was just very scary. But I think as soon as like the music started playing, like I just got into my zone, or I would like to think I did. But yeah, it was very scary.
Yeah, so would you be able to sing a small part of a song for us today?
Yeah, of course, I would love to. ఆకాశం తన రెక్కలతో నన్ను కప్పుతూ ఉంటే భూలోకం నన్ను నిద్రపుచ్చాలి జాబిల్లి తన వెన్నెలతో నన్ను నిద్రలేపిరే అంతా తెగ అల్లరి చేయాలి ఏవేవో కొన్ని కలలు ఉన్నాయి అవి రేపో మాపో నిజమవ్వాలి గుండెల్లో కొన్ని ఊహలు ఉన్నాయి అవి లోకంలో నా చీకటినంతా తరిమేయాలి ఆకాశం తన రెక్కలతో నన్ను కప్పుతూ ఉంటే భూలోకం నన్ను నిద్రపుచ్చాలి జాబిల్లి తన వెన్నెలతో నన్ను నిద్రలేపిరే అంతా తెగ అల్లరి చేయాలి చికి 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 చం చం చికి 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 చం చికి 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 చం చం చికి చికి చం చికి 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 చం చం చికి 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 చం చికి 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 చం చం చికి చికి చం.
Wow, thank you so much for singing for us. That was beautiful. Now, getting to the judges, what was your reaction like? Was there any feedback that stuck with you?
Yeah, so right after I sang, I remember I was like very scared because in my mind I didn't sing good at all. And then Taman Sir started talking first, and he said that my voice was very like different from what he heard before. Like there's something different about it, and I think that like really stuck with me because he thought my voice was unique, and I was like, wow, like coming from such a big music director, like that just means a lot. And Geeta Madhuri ma'am, she also said, like, she gave me some feedback regarding like the notes and stuff like that, and I definitely will remember that anytime I sing this song. And right after that, then they told me that I got a golden ticket, and it was such a surreal moment.
Wow, that's amazing. I saw the clip where you received the golden ticket and you got it with your nanny. So how did that make you feel?
It was so cool, especially since she's been with me like the entire week of shooting. My parents couldn't travel to India when I was there, so she was by my side the entire time, and she definitely deserved the ticket more than I did. So having her on stage with me was just such a surreal moment, and I was very happy.
Wow, that's amazing that you had your nanny support the entire time. After receiving the golden ticket, there was one more round where they determined who the top 12 was. When you realized that you did not make it to that round, what was going through your head?
I mean, yeah, it was a little disappointing because it felt like I was one step away and then I didn't get it. But I initially did go in with the mentality that like I'll just give it my best and see what happens. And throughout it though, I did meet a lot of people, and I had a lot of fun shooting those 5 days, and I got to make a lot of friends and just network.
Wow, that's such an amazing way to look at it and such a positive mindset to have. But given that you were disappointed, did you practice harder, and did it motivate you to apply the feedback that the judges gave you?
Yeah, definitely. I think once I came back from India, I've been practicing more and trying to incorporate it more into my schedule. especially since wasn't able to do that last year. And even now, I'm continuously making the effort to include a lot of the judges' feedback into my singing and keep that in mind whenever I'm performing.
Would you accept any similar offers or even go back to the show again in the future?
Yeah, I think I would definitely love to go back, whether it be for Indian Idol or any other like singing shows or competitions that happen. And Indian Idol was like my first like telecasted show I was on. So I think having that experience, I could definitely incorporate that into whatever I try next.
We would love to see you taking on more singing opportunities. But till then, where can we see you and follow your journey?
You can follow my Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. I post a lot of my singing videos there.
For sure, we'll definitely make sure to link that in the description below for this video. And thank you for joining us today and telling us your journey.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for tuning in to You and I Studios. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can follow along with more journeys like this one. We'll see you soon!